Hello, boys and girls. Mr. Fleming here. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. We are moving on to Lesson 1-9 for Unit 1 this week. Let's begin, as always, with some mental math. Don't forget to pause the video so that you can work out the problems as well. So go ahead and choose either 1, 2, or 3, or do all of them if you'd like, and we'll work those out here shortly. All right, for the first one, you should have subtracted 6 minus 2 first, and you would have gotten 4. And then 4 times 4 equals 16. For the next one, 4 times 6, do that first because it's in parentheses, which is 24. Subtract, you get subtract 2, so 24 minus 2 equals 22. And then the last one here, 4 minus 2 in parentheses times 6, so 4 minus 2 first is 2 times 6. 2 times 6 equals, that's right, 12. Let's take a look at one more problem to do today for mental math. So for the next problem, we're just going to do this top one here. Let's take a look at what we got. So go ahead and solve this problem on your own and pause the video. First, I need to do what's in parentheses, 10 times 4, which equals 40. And then 40 times 2. 40 times 2, well, that's kind of hard possibly, but think mental math here. So 4 times 2. 4 times 2 I know is 8, and then tag on that 1 0. So my total would be 80. Let's check our work to see if we're right. And yes, we are. So let's move on to the lesson today. Go ahead and solve this problem. What is the volume of the given prism? Go ahead and solve that for me. All right. Before that we go over how to answer that, let's go ahead and get to what our objective is today. Our objective today is we'll be able to find the volume of rectangular prisms by using two different strategies. There are two different strategies to use today. All right. So the first strategy is volume. This is the first formula, and we've gone over this. Length times width times height. The other formula is area of the base times the height. And we're going to use both of those formulas today. So let's take a look at that first problem there. So what is the volume of this given prism? So let's go ahead and use both strategies. So the area of the base. So how many total cubes are on the very bottom floor is what I'm trying to figure out for area of the base. So if I count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I also know there's some back there as well, right? So that's 13, 14, 15, 16. One way to easily get that is just taking your length times your width, which is 4 times 4. So area of the base times the height. Our area of the base was 16 times the height. How tall is it? 1, 2, 3. So 16 times 3. What is 16 times 3? Let's go ahead and work that out. 16 times 3. 6 times 3 is 18. Carry your 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. So the volume here is going to be 48 cubic units. All right. Now, how do I solve it by using the other strategy? That's length times width times height. Well, let's find the length. I always say the length's at the front. So how many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's your length times the width. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then your height. 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and solve that. 4 times 4 is 16. And 16 times 3, we just figured out just a second ago. We still get the same answer, 48. So you can choose which formula you prefer the most for today's lesson. Let's take a look at this problem here. So if I had this problem, guess what formula I'm going to use? Length, width, and height is already given. So let's use that formula. Volume equals length times width times height. So what's my length? Length is 4 times my width, which is 3, times my height, which is 5. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 5 is how much? That's right, 60. 60 cubic centimeters. Don't forget to put that 3. That represents cubic. If you remember, when we did area, it was a 2. All right. But when we are doing volume, it's always a 3. Take a look at this one. This one's a little bit different. Which formula do you think I'll use here? That blue tells me the area of the base. So that's the best formula to use for this one. Area of the base times the height. So what is the area of the base? Area of the base is 12 times the height, which is 5. 12 times 5 is 60. And what's our label? 60 what? 60 cubic feet. All right. Let's move on to the next one. This is on page 25 of your math journal, so follow along with me there. So what formula best fits this one? Do we have the whole area of the base? No, we don't have a whole bottom floor filled in. So this one will probably be volume equals length times width times height would be the best choice. And these are probably the hardest problems to do. So let's see if we can do it together. So count the front faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many across? There are 5 cubes across. Okay, so that's length 5 times my width. What would be my width? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then how tall is it? 1, 2, 3, and then there's one hidden underneath there, remember? So that would be a total of how many? That's right, 4. Multiply 5 times 8. 5 times 8 is 40. 40 times 4. 4 times 4 equals 16. I got these backwards. The formula should go down there. So 16, and then tag on that 0. If I tag on that 0, that would equal 160 cubic units. Okay, length times width times height was the best one to use there. Now this one, on the other hand, do I have the area of the bottom floor already covered? Yeah. So what formula will I use here? Volume equals area of the base times the height. So how many cubes are on that bottom floor? Well, if I counted them, you should be doing this with me or pausing the video to see if you can do it on your own. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that way. 4 times 5 is 20. So the area of the base is 20 cubes on that bottom floor times how many floors are there? There are a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. So 20 times 4 equals 2 times 4 is 8 and tag on a 0. So that would be 80 cubic units. All right. What about this one? What formula would I use here? Yeah, that's right. Length times width times height. How do you know that? Because they're all given. The length is given, the height is given, the width is given. So all I'm doing here is just multiplying all 3 of those. So what is 4 times 3? That's a 3 times 6. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 6 equals 72 cubic centimeters. And then our last one today is going to be number 4. Go ahead and try that one either on your own this time. What is the volume? So the formula we would use would be length times width times height. And our answer would be you should have gotten 6 times 3 times 5. So that's 18 times 5. I got to work that one out. I don't know about you. 18, that's a terrible 18. Let's start over. 18 times 5. Here we go. 5 times 8 is 40. Carry your 4. 5 times 1 is 5. Plus 4 is 90. So you should get an answer of 90 cubic units. And don't forget that 3. That 3 is important. That identifies with volume. Okay, just like this 2 is here. Why is that 2 there? Because that's the area. That's only the length and the width. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, so that is today's lessons, boys and girls. If you would like to reflect today with me, what are those two strategies that I need to use when I'm trying to find volume of a rectangular prism? What are those two different strategies? There's two formulas that I can use to find the volume. And this is Mr. Fleming. Don't forget to submit your assignment today, 1-9, your home links page, okay? I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I hope it just gets better from here on out. And I can't wait to talk to you soon. Bye.